Hey again, guys. Do you know what I like to do when I'm cleaning out my card room? I like to look at some baseball cards. All right, guys. I have a dental procedure in the morning I'm not looking forward to. But you know what I like to do when I have a dental procedure? I like to look at some baseball cards. Yeah, I got some of these pages. Now, I kind of knew that these existed somewhere deep in my brain. But some of my sets from the 80s, 90s, I do have in binders. I'm not a big fan of them because having moved and having stored sets in binders for a very long period of time, they get foldy and can get rounded. And depending on where you store them, they could get dusty up on the top pages. So I don't really like to store them that way. Plus, they're harder to store. I mean, it's great if you have tons of bookshelves you could put them on, which I used to have, but they take up a lot of room. So I moved, especially to my vintage stuff, like 1970s back, to individual boxes. Somebody was asking me recently how I store them, so that's what I do. I store them in BCW boxes for the most part. And things that are oversized, I have other creative boxes I use, or nice boxes. But I got these pages for some of my binders that I do have sets for. And these are the graded card pages. I said binders, I meant pages. They're the graded card pages, and they have little flaps here. And the graded card goes in there. A lot of times I have the rookies that are graded, or some stars, or just a few graded cards from some of the old sets I collected, and I keep them in the front like this. And so these binder pages are nice. Hold them real good. Now, you can fit these in the normal fours for pocket pages. That's what I've always done, and they fit. They're just a little bit more flimsy, and it's a good idea to tape them at the top because they will shoot out if you're not careful. So these are better. They're thicker. They're not gonna, bend. So I'm glad to get these. I figured I'd give them a try and fill in some of the binders where I have graded cards in the front. So I've been pumping and dumping without the dumping part, Del Ennis. And there was one other card of his I wanted to pick up. I have most of them now, but I wanted to get the 1951 Bowman, so I did. That's a beautiful card. Again, he held the Phillies home run record until 1980, despite not playing that long for them. I think he only had something like a 10 or 11 year career total, and it wasn't all with the Phillies. And this guy just hit a walk-off 3-run homer last night. And this is my man, Bay. The Pirates might not win anything this year, but they sure are fun to watch. They are off to a pretty decent start. And they had a pretty potent middle of the lineup until this guy, Oneil Cruz, shattered his ankle. Guess he broke his ankle, fractured his ankle, and he's out till probably September. And he was the shortstop on my fantasy team too. So I got a double whammy. And that's going to set him back a little bit. So, I've been buying up his cards. I got this one too. Doesn't it suck to receive cards of a guy like this right after he breaks his leg and is out for almost a whole year? Not as bad as if he was, some of these football players, they never come back. And this guy, man, Adley Rutschman, he looks like he's going to be good. This is his first Bowman card. And this is great. This is a black and white Strider here. Spencer Strider. Now, I do have him on my fantasy team. He's doing pretty good. you got to put it in a black holder there. Or if you're into grading brand new cards, I think it's got to get us SGC. And I got this Strider. And I was working a little bit on this set, so I got two of these. I got this Strider from the Topps Heritage. And got this J-Rod. This is a great card. I was at a card shop up in Myrtle Beach on Campus Sports Cards, and he gave me a gift. I was very shocked, but I saw this and I had to grab it, and I grabbed this one too while I was there. And I grabbed a football box, which I'll show you on another video. Cracked open a box. First time in a long time. I got this Prism Manny Machado rookie. It's his second year Prism. 2012, he had a prospect card along with Garrett Cole. I'm going to show that set soon. That 2012 Prism, you know, it's the first Prism set. And a lot of baseball card collectors don't like to collect the cards where they don't show the team emblem. And so the 2012 is like that, the 2012 Prism. However, with the popularity of Prism, I think that 2012 set might become something special. And I wanted to do a deeper dive and show you guys. I wanted to show the cards. I've been slowly working on that set and trying to pick up some of the parallels, different colors, refractors, that kind of thing. And that set has a lot of nice rookies in it. So I'm going to show that on an upcoming one. But in the meantime, Manny Machado, Prism rookie there. And you know, I've been picking this guy up, and man, I hope he doesn't break my heart. Because man, I got a lot of his cards. Him and Kenny Pickett. That's George Pickens. And man, this is a beauty. And I got the green Prism. Been on a bit of a modern kick lately. And I got the Disco. Love the Discos. My absolute favorite from Mosaic and Prism. Love the Discos. You know, I get a lot of the different ones, and the Discos just always look the best to me. And a regular one here. And one of my favorite football sets, I just love them, is the Select. I just love the Select. Got this one. Shows him in his college uniform there. Well, it's a really cool looking card. And I got this one. My man Bay. Big hero last night. I'm a big fan. I might have another card or two of his coming. All right, I got to get back to cleaning up my room. I mean, this is only a tiny fraction of all the stuff I have to clean up. I grabbed a big garbage bag, and I'm going to clean up and trying to take my mind off of my procedure tomorrow. Nothing major, but man, I have a fear of dentists, which is funny because my daughter's going to be one. But just always don't like going to the dentist. And I hate those shots. Did you ever have one of those shots that hits the nerve? Oh my God. Feels like somebody's electrocuting you. And then it hurts for like a week. And those pallet shots. Ugh. You know what I like to do when that happens? Get my mind off of it. I like to look at some baseball cards. Thanks for watching. This is Rick Vintage Oddball Cards. Bye.